David Hockney is considered one of the master draftsmen of our times. The exhibition, David Hockney Drawing from Life, at the National Portrait Gallery focuses on Hockney's drawing practice through just 5 of the artist's closest subjects, allowing us to chart the effect of passing time, his relationship with those closest to him, and how his style has changed over the last 6 decades. The exhibition includes self-portraits from his classical training at the Bradford School of Art in the 1950s, alongside prints produced at the Royal College of Art, showing early experiments with his self-image. In moments of intense self-reflection, Hockney challenged himself to produce a self-portrait a day, recording the daily changes in his mood. Several of these self-portraits feature in the exhibition, from his candid charcoal drawings produced during the AIDS crisis in the 80s to his more recent self-portraits on iPads. The fabric designer Celia Birtwell met Hockney in the mid-60s when they were both living in Notting Hill. Hockney has said that Celia has a beautiful and rare face. Amongst his celebrated drawings are a series of highly finished, coloured crayon drawings of Celia, made while Hockney lived in Paris in the early 1970s. Each of these took 2 to 3 days to create, and in them he paid particular attention to her face, hands and clothes. The evolution of Hockney's relationship with Gregory Evans is played out through the drawings in the exhibition, including beautiful examples of coloured crayon and line drawings from their travels around Europe, where they first began a romantic relationship, to later works in watercolour and paper pulp, where Gregory became his studio assistant and then trusted advisor and curator. The master printer, Maurice Payne, first collaborated with Hockney in the mid-60s on several major etching projects. They would encourage each other to innovate and learn as they went along. When Hockney returned to etching in 1998, Maurice moved into Hockney's house in the Hollywood Hills for more than a year to create the perfect conditions for his latest mark-making experiments. Inspired by the National Portrait Gallery's exhibition, Hockney invited his friends once more to sit for him. The resulting 3/4-length portraits were drawn using brushes holding a walnut brown ink, favoured by one of his major artistic influences, Rembrandt. Gregory and Maurice's sittings took place in LA, whilst 50 years after her first sitting for Hockney in Paris, Celia travelled to his new home in Normandy. Hockney's mother, Laura, was always a patient and willing sitter. There is a tenderness to the portraits of her, as if, over the many years that she sat for him, drawing had become a way of communicating with her. The drawings gathered together in David Hockney Drawing from Life illuminate Hockney's distinctive way of observing the people around him. They create an intimate visual diary of the artist's life, whilst highlighting many of his artistic influences, from the old masters, such as Rembrandt and Ingres, to modern masters like Van Gogh, Matisse and Picasso, as well as continuing energy to pursue new artistic explorations with digital technology.